Okay, that looks right. That looks right. Okay, so I think we're back up, fellas. Let me know if you can hear me. And if you can... Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up?
Hey, man, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
All right. Is this Rob?
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Can you guys hear Rob and I on the chat, fellas?
Yo, test.
All right. Everybody can hear it. All right. We're going to start this back up. Thanks, Rob. Thanks for the test. I'll see you on the stream. All right, man.
Right, awesome.
Okay. Fucking finally. I'll tell you what it was the goddamn DualShock that when I had the DualShock plugged into Steam and then I had my headphones plugged into the DualShock and I was trying to get all that information into the OBS, it just didn't seem to have any interest in having anything to do with Papa Jaffe's little stream. So, the good news is we're starting fresh. Now, we played this game a moment ago called Gris. I need to give it a little more time. My initial knee-jerk is it's like a 5.5 out of 10. Maybe a 5 out of 10. The art style is gorgeous. It's fucking beautiful. Let's go to the internet for a moment, folks. Let's just see what the internet is saying about this little game. What would you call it? It's Gris Metacritic. I just want to see how aligned I am with the critics. Oh my God. Okay.
Hey, quick question. Do you like paying for things that you don't need?
No. Shut.
And do you want to get things?
All right, hang on. Okay, here we go. U.S. Gamer. He's aligned with me. A week or so removed from playing Gris, I don't know what I'll remember, if at all. It feels like it belongs in a museum, with crowds marveling at its art and sound for a few minutes before moving on to something else. Boom, 100%. I need to fucking follow U.S. Gamer. That's a reviewer after my own heart. It's a review after my own heart, because let's look at some of the ones that annoy me. Destructoid. What? 100%? With Gris, Nomada has created an abstract adventure as beguiling as it is haunting. Oh my God, somebody bought a thesaurus. By focusing on its courageous protagonist and creating a bewitching but frightening world for her to overcome, Gris succeeds with its short but unforgivable odyssey. Awash with meticulous, detailed, charming aesthetics and smart design, Gris is something special.
Video games, you see, are art. Yes.
Oh my. Talking about loss and mental anguish? Wait a minute. Gris will continue to be relevant for years to come due to its importance in society when talking about loss and mental anguish. Gris is simply one of this year's masterpieces, both in the sense that it looks like art and plays like an absolute dream. All right, listen. Enough. I may finish Gris just to make sure, because, my initial playthrough of Detroit was not positive. I thought it was super obnoxious. And then, to its credit, I was like, holy shit. This thing gets really fucking cool and really fucking good. When I'm seeing reviews like this for Gris, I want to give Gris the benefit of the doubt. I will finish playing that game, because when you've got DualShockers saying it's important in society, my gut tells me that that's a bunch of hyperbolistic crap based on my history reading reviews from people who seem easily taken in by games that masquerade as artistic and meaningful. But I'm down. I will finish the game. I will absolutely finish the game. Jaffe, go to Todd. I don't know what that means, sir. DualShocker, you are a bit odd. Senua's Sacrifice, maybe, but it did some interesting things that pushed that idea. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it just because I have to know, am I missing something? Oh my God, GameSpot says, like a comet streaking across the sky, Gris is full of wonder and beauty and leaves you with a warm glow in your heart. Come on, man. Tell me it's not just me. If you read fuck off backwards, it changes itself to a British accent. Really? Fuck fuck off. Oh, it does. It does. I never knew that. Do you see? That's what it delights me. Maybe you're just not the audience, says Stackle. I am the audience, though. That's why this upsets me so goddamn much. Because what you would be saying is, for some reason, I'm the audience for emotional movies and philosophical movies and emotional books and TV shows and philosophical books and TV shows. But for some reason, when it comes to games, I'm just not the audience. No, see, that's what people like to paint me as, like I'm just some kind of base idiot who's like, oh, you just want to blow shit up, Jaffe. No, I like to have my brain expanded. I like to have my heart strings tugged on, okay? But I like it enough that I'm going to be honest when I see something that's pretending to be that. And then you got these fucking critics. Gris will continue to be relevant for years. It's as beguiling as it is haunting. Now, again, I will publicly come on the stream when I finish this game. I'll take it all back. I'll take it all back. If I'm like, guys, I was wrong about Gris, great. I'll take it all back. But right now, I'm going to call horse shit on these reviews. Okay. Jaffe, I hate everything Jaffe. I don't. I'm going to play Dusk, one of my favorite games of the year. Return of the Obra Dinn, one of my favorite games of the year. I love things. I absolutely love media. I love video games. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to buy into a bunch of bullshit just because it has the window dressings and the trappings of art. And neither should you. And these fucking critics should fucking know better. All right, let me get this call. Then we're going to put on a new game. Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up?
Hey, Jaffe. I have a quick question. Is there a way that you can disassociate yourself from being a game director to being a regular consumer when you're playing these games?
I do it all the time. It never occurs to me. I do it all the time. I mean, there has to be some residue from simply being a game developer that I think that manifests itself more in the way that I am. I have a lot of experience playing lots and lots and lots of games, and I have a lot of experience seeing beneath the veneer of a lot of games, but I don't think that ever takes me away from being able to enjoy something as a fan. So, for example, like I said, Dusk, I adore. Obra Dinn, I adore. When a game comes along that is amazing, I have zero problem. In fact, I quite enjoy giving myself over to it and getting lost in its world. So no, I do not think that one of the reasons it's difficult for me, if that's what you're suggesting, to fall into the trap of some of these games that other people fall into is because I have a history developing video games.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I was just curious if you being on the side of the developer, you had kind of, you looked at gaming and kind of protected it and tried to argue that it was art because you were the artist when, you know, trying to talk to people about it or review games in general.
I mean, I certainly think games can... I mean, art is such a dumb word anyway. What does art even mean? But do I think games can evoke more interesting emotions than the base emotions of anger, rage, competition, aggression? Absolutely. Do I think games, through their play mechanics, can speak to more philosophical aspects of life and the human condition, as they say? I absolutely feel that way about games, and I've seen games absolutely do that. So, but I am an absolute believer in the medium of games. I am such a believer that I refuse to be suckered into and bamboozled by games that basically try to set themselves up as being important and meaningful and artistic, but are really just fucking snake oil salesmen. When I see it, I know it, and I applaud it, and I let the world know about it. But usually what I see is a lot of critics who either can't recognize it or they want it to be art so badly, so they're writing about something important, so they're not just writing about Space Marine shooter number 20, and in doing so, they ultimately end up hurting the medium because you've got young, impressionable, up-and-coming game designers who go, oh, Gris is art. I need to aspire to that, and I'll be one of the beautiful people. It's like, no, it's bad for you. Be genuine. Be honest.
Have you ever considered consulting on some of these new startup indie titles and trying to help them in, you know, first-time indie game developers, actually from somebody that's been in the industry for so long?
Not really. I don't think they need my help, truth be told. I think you've got a lot of indie. I mean, games are getting easier and easier and easier to make. I mean, there are, I brought in a consultant on the last game we worked on. I actually brought in Raf Koster, who wrote one of the best video game design books I've ever read called Theory of Fun. And if you're interested in this kind of stuff and thinking about this kind of stuff, I highly recommend his book. It's a cartoon book. I mean, it's easy to read. You can read it on the goddamn toilet. It's called A Theory of Fun. You can. It's called A Theory of Fun, and it simply and beautifully and brilliantly breaks down what makes a video game or a game, what makes a game engaging and what makes interactivity compelling. And it is absolutely a required read if you really care about games and want to get serious about your understanding and even making of them. But ultimately, most people who want to sit and make a game, it's about iteration. It's about getting lost in the process. I mean, sure, if somebody asked me, hey, Jaffe, can you play this and give me some advice? Yeah, I'd give you my advice, but nobody needs a backseat driver or a Monday morning quarterback. You just make your game and learn from it and make your next one. I don't think there's any value with what I could bring as a consultant unless it was a very specific thing they were looking for.
Cool. Hey, man. Appreciate it.
All right,
Take
man.
care, man.
Yeah, thanks for the call. All right, we are now going to play a game totally opposite from Gris. And it is called, hello, Travis. Good to see you, sir. Sorcery Warrior says, I hate to use movie games because they attract people who like the movie by the game, but they usually are boring trash. Yeah, but they don't really make movie games anymore. They make mobile movie games. But remember, it used to be in the PS2 era and earlier, maybe into the PS3 era, that any fucking movie came out that had a budget of over 50 million got a fucking game. And they sold like hotcakes. I remember the day God of War came out. It launched the same day that the game from the Fantastic Four #1 movie from Fox came out with Jessica Alba. And they smoked us in sales. We're like, what the fuck? We made this game everybody likes, and this piece of shit Fantastic Four game is ruling the roost? Anyway, okay. Yeah, it was the DualShock messing up the audio, old kid. Okay, we're going to go from Gris to a game called the Indie Legend 3D. I think the individual who, or one of the individuals, I don't know how big their team is, who made this game is in the chat right now. I will pull no punches. I already told him online that this is the worst title for a game I have heard in my life, or at least of the year. The Indie Game Legend 3D, sir, is a horrible name, and you should rename your goddamn video game. That said, though, it's a great fucking idea for a video game. The whole thing, as you will see, is set, I believe, whether it's literal or not, it's like you've stepped into an NES cartridge from back in the 80s and early 90s, and it's all made 3D, and it's a first-person shooter basically inside an NES cart is the concept. So, okay. We are going to start this now. It's called the Indie Game Legend 3D. I'm booting it up on the Steam machine. Let's see what happens. View updates. Are there updates? Should I get the updates or will it automatically update? I'll just play. I think I'll just play, right? Okay, I think it automatically updates when I launch it. Okay, we'll start over. I played a little bit of this yesterday. Tell me if the game's too loud. It sounds too loud for me. You're kidding. Okay, hang on. All right, how is the audio? Okay, is the audio good now or is it still too loud? Yeah, we talked about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie poster last night. They released an image of Sonic proper today, and it looked better. But the leg images and the silhouette image was fucking weird, man. Okay. Overwrite save data. Okay, here we go. All right. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I do care, but it tells me how to play. I already played this last night. Okay. Do you read me? This is Commander Bean from HQ. When you guys watch people stream, do you need me to read this to you? I don't know. And I've been assigned to you for this mission. He's a cow, I think. Have you been briefed on your primary objective? Yeah, but I got bored halfway through and clocked out. He's got ADHD like me. Have some vitamins, sir. I think I got the gist of it, though. Don't say gist. Don't say that. I'm here to rescue some nerds or something. Ahem. Well, indie game developers, to be more precise, they've gone missing in the world over. But we've recently received a distress signal from what appears to be an alien base. And that's where I come in. Exactly. You need to get in there and rescue them indies, or else there won't be any more pixel art platformers. Right. Well, I'm sure those pixel whatevers are some sort of brilliant technological imperative to the survival of the human race. But I'm just here to blow stuff up. Yeah. Well, just be sure to rescue them indies while you're at it, okay? I'll be in touch. Okay, great. Gotcha. Let me play. Okay. All right, here we go. It's already more fun than Gist. Is it Gist or Gris? Resume game. Fuck. What? What the fuck just happened? The game is called shit. No, I like this game so far. I played a little bit last... Oh my god, why is that popping up? Leave me alone. I have no idea why it's doing that. Alright, hang on. You're going to need to find data keys for the terminal. It's the only way to isolate the exact location of the distress signal and open the security doors. Okay, cool. Okay. And I think these little gems power up my... What in the fuck? What in the fuck? What is happening? It's not meant to be, fellas. Come on, Jaffe. Hang in. What's that guy's name? That Wings of Redemption that throws his controller and shit. It's just not meant to be. You're not meant to play the game today, Jaffe. Suck it up, Buttercup. It's an early access game. Oh, I know. I don't want to turn off the other stream. I got my whole system set up. It is that, though. It is the other monitor. What's happening is my mouse is moving off this monitor and going to the other monitor when I turn left, and the minute I click on that, I can't play it. I won't be able to play it. Oh, fuck. All right, well, let's move the fuck. Fuck it, we're playing. God damn it. It's not your fault. I've been in game development for a long time. I cannot use the gamepad. The gamepad fucks my stream up. But when you get it fixed, I will absolutely stream this game. It is a very cool idea for a game. I'm a big fan of what you guys are trying to do. I think you've captured the world, especially as you get a little deeper inside a video game or an old NES game, really well. And so I really want to play more of this game. But right now it's just not ready to go. Because you're right, I'm using two monitors, and my only other option you guys are giving me is to use a DualShock, and that's going to fuck up my... oh, my God. Jaffe's losing his shit. Yeah, no, let's see. Okay. It's in a first-person shooter Zelda. I don't think it's like... I don't know how puzzly it gets. I got into some rooms earlier that had some really cool... like traps you had to navigate, and there's interesting level layouts and stuff. And it definitely has a feeling like you've gone first person into a Zelda dungeon, which I think is fucking super fucking cool. I really, really, really like it. But I think that right now, because I mean, you can tell I like it because I want to keep playing it. I'm having this fantasy that I can just muscle my way through it, but I can't. And it can't be fun to watch me play this, so let's move on. God damn it. Hang on, let me get this call. Shit. Hey, it's Bad Luck Jaffe. How's it going?
Hey,
hello.
Can you hear me now? I'm sorry, I had to plug
I can hear you. What's going on? Who's calling?
Oh, this is Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Hey man, I want to talk about this game you got on. I don't know if you still have it on stream or anything, but I'm about to behind.
I'm about to kill it. Well, you know what I could do? No, see, if I play it, I can play it with the DualShock, but it won't have any sound. And part of the charm of this game is the sound. So we're just going to move the fuck on. All right, what do you want to talk about, Rob?
I just, it just looks it looks interesting. And it looks like it has a lot of promise to it, man. It looks like it could be something. I mean, is it early access? You said, right?
It's early access. The developer's actually in the stream talking to us right now, and he's basically saying there's a bug in the code where if you're trying to stream and you have dual monitors, it all kind of breaks down. So what's happening is it looks like they're not locking the mouse to the game screen. So anytime I move the mouse to the left, my mouse goes off game screen and goes to my monitor that has Discord up. And the minute I hit a key, Discord interrupts and pauses the game. And so I'm assuming it's a relatively simple fix. It's just that they haven't fixed it yet, or it's not fixed in the current update, and it keeps you from being able to stream the game if you have more than one screen. So, but I will definitely go back and play it and stream it, because it's what I've played so far. I just can't really play it.
Yeah, I understand that, man. It happens. Definitely, since it's in early access, it's going to have some problems. They're gonna get some stuff fixed. I think it has a lot of promise, man. That's all I'm calling about. I think you should give it another try whenever it's fixed.
I will. I have every intention to play it again once I get a version that's fixed.
Awesome, man. Okay, yeah.
All right, see you, Rob. Thanks, man. All right, the next game on the list. Is the Puppet of Tirzah. Now, this is totally slow. We're going to get to Dusk in a minute. My buddy, one of the producers over at Bartlett Jones, is working on this game. This is just the demo. She says, Jaffe, can you play this on your stream? And I said, well, of course I can play this on my stream. And so we're going to play a little bit of the Puppet of Tirzah right now. No, you're the puppet, James TV. You're the puppet. And let me know if the audio is working for you folks. Psst. Rise and shine. I can't do the voices, fellas. I can't. Jaffe could give a fuck about God of War 5. Yeah, I don't care. But who's the puppet master? Hello, is someone there? Yes, I'm here. Who are you? I'm a friend in need of assistance. Can you help me? I'll try, but where are you? I'm right here, you stupid fuck. That doesn't help me, asshole. I'll cut you and you'll bleed out on the floor if you don't fucking come correct. Where's right here? I don't know, okay, you fuckface. I can't tell. Why don't you help me and stop being such a goddamn fucking hater of mysterious voices? Oh, okay. Hold on. All right, here's the little girl. She's in her room. Let's turn on the light, shall we? There, much better. Now, where are you? Mom, Dad, and me just had that portrait taken last week. And we realized our eyes are fucking weird. They're like Coraline. Dear Diary, if you were a strange voice in a bedroom, where would you be? Better keep my candle handy in case the power goes out. Can I take it? Maybe not. No voice is coming from my math book. Did I finish my homework? Nothing with a voice would fit into the field guide to birds. What's this? Dictionary. Nothing hiding there. Okay, see, again, I like this game so far, but again, this is a fundamental flaw with point-and-click games. Right now, the gameplay mechanics are basically, Jaffe, click on everything and read something. There's nothing engaging about it. It's well written. The art looks great. There's nothing engaging about doing this. It's just kind of like, I feel like I have to do it or I might miss something I need to advance. That voice didn't come home from me with school, did it? I know what I read poorly. Not bad for my first project. Okay. Fairy tales and fantastical creatures. Okay. I'd love to hear Jaffe read Green Eggs and Ham. When my kids started getting older, I would read a lot of the classic kids books that I read to them, but I would totally vulgar it up. So I would absolutely make it, they would laugh uncontrollably when I read books like that, but in that tone. Are you under there? Yes, you found me. I can't see you. Are you sure you're under there? Yes, now get me bloody out of here. You're a racist. I'm not going to help you if you speak like that. You need to learn your manners from Reset Era. Fine. Will you please get me out of here? And please unban me from Reset Era. Okay. But I don't think I can reach under there. Then move whatever the bloody thing is. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't ban me again. Language. You should know. I make 5 posts a day on Reset Era. My oldest swears. My youngest does not swear. That's a Reset Era simulation. Yo, yes, fine. Can you please move whatever this is off me? What an asshole this person is. It's a bed. Can you please get this bed off me? I'll try. Okay. That's as far as it goes. Can you get out? Oh, that's cool. I like that. Look at it. Creepy. No, I still can't. I can't push it any farther, you asshole. You're not going to give up and leave me here, are you? No, maybe I should get Dad to help. No, that's not necessary. I don't want to wake anyone else. Okay, well, so this is interesting now. What's this about? This is cool. Okay, see, now I'm engaged. Because I'm like, that thing's scary. It doesn't want the mom and dad to find out about it. I like it. Okay, then I need to get creative. Is that a good thing? What an asshole. Of course, creativity is my specialty. You just hold tight while I figure this out. Okay, what do you think, Mr. Hops? Something to lift the bed? Okay, let's get the brushes. This is your inventory. When you collect, they go here. Oh, there's my palette knife. How'd it get under the bed? Okay, what's this? This is my trophy. This is my plant. Let's open this thing up. I bet if I had something small and strong, I could pop the latch. Okay. Ice skates. This is the Nancy Kerrigan story. No, this is the Tanya Harding story when she was a girl. That could work, but I'm already carrying something heavy. Okay. What's this? Nothing useful in the box. Jump rope. Okay, close. Okay, so let's see. Can I go over here? Where's the rod to break her kneecaps? Okay. Lucky kid. Not everyone gets a manifestation of Cthulhu under their bed. That's true. I wonder if they'll let me leave the room. I hope they don't. I like it when they really kind of keep you focused on the puzzle. That's cool. Like about the idea of what... okay. I don't know what you're saying, Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear says... Wait. Well, call Jaffe and ask my question. What is your question, Shadow Spear? Okay, let's see. Okay, to solve this puzzle, let me do... I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, I can't get the ice skates because I'm carrying this heavy piece of shit right now, my art trophy. Can I get the plant? No. And I can't get this either, right? Because nothing's useful. Okay. So let's close this fucker. And let's try this. This might be a little more... I'm going to hold on to the jump rope. Okay, can we tie the jump rope to the bed and pull it? I could tie this to the bedpost, but I need to tie the other end to something first. Okay, well... okay. How about the door? I haven't watched the trailer for Medieval, actually, but I like Medieval 2 quite a bit, actually, and so I'm looking forward to playing the new one. Never try to pull your teeth by tying a string to a door. That goes doubly for jump ropes. Okay. What's your question, Shadow Spear? Oh, Medieval? Maybe go the other way with combining items in the inventory. I tried that. I tried to tie this to that. She says she doesn't think it'll help. Hello, Prince J. How you doing? We're just playing some games, sir. We're playing some games. Let's see. What's this do? Still my best painting. It's kind of a cool painting. All right. It's got... I was thinking you'd tie the rope to this and slam it shut. But, okay. What about tying the rope to the ice skates? That's stupid. Can I put this back? This... Okay. What? No, come on. And now the old cliche of, I'm just clicking shit. Okay. Prince J, this is a game called, what is this called? The Puppet of Tirsa. Shadow Spear, I don't know what your question is. Why wasn't Kratos' first wife? I have no idea. Shadow. I didn't work on those games. I only worked on the first game, a little bit of the second, and a little bit on Chains of Olympus, and that was it. So I couldn't. You'd have to ask Corey that. Throw a grenade on the bed. Okay, think, Jaffe. Something to lift the bed. Okay, come on, Jaffe. Okay, I can't lift the bed. Well, I slept with the trophy the night I got it. Okay, come on. I mean, I'm guessing at this point. I'm absolutely guessing at this point, which I guess is fine. That's a nice piece of dialogue. She says, "You've helped me with so many things, but I think I can handle this." I think that's the thing. If you're going to do a game like that where everything you click on has dialogue, it better be good. Like, that's nice. That's a nice little piece of insight into her as a character, and suddenly it matters. So that's good. I can't lift the bed. If I put something together to pull it upwards. I mean, it's got to be this. I can tie this to this. And then what? What am I supposed to fucking tie it to? Am I missing something? Use the force, yeah. Alright. Well, I can't tie it to the books? Come on, Jaffe. I used to be a pretty hardcore Infocom player. I mean, the hook? The hook? Come on. Mike Warrior. Here's the deal. I absolutely know everything that's right and wrong about video games. Do you know why? Because I'm the fucking customer, sir. There is no right and wrong. It's all subjective. Are you satisfied? I think not. Get Corey on the stream. Jaffe, we need to interrogate the motherfucker. I don't understand. I don't really think about it that much, sir. It's really not on my radar. I kind of don't care. I mean, I care about the games, but I'm not like, wait a minute, where was... I'm not thinking about it. Which I know sounds awful, because if I heard somebody who worked on products I love... Like, I can tell you upside down about games I've directly worked on, but games after I've left, it's not on my radar. Okay, come on, man. Okay, Jaffe, you're a relatively smart individual. Look, you've got a heavy object and a rope. It won't let you tie it to the rope. It will let you tie it to the bed, but she said you need something else to tie it to first, right? Okay, fine. At least she said that once. I could tie this to the bedpost, but I need to tie the other end to something. Can I tie it to the fucking monster? No. Is anybody watching this that knows what the fuck to do? I tried to tie it to the hook on the door. Jump rope would make a good belt, so no. I can't tie it to the skates. I can't tie it to this box. I mean, I'm literally just randomly clicking on shit at this point. I can't tie it to this. Shadow Spear, I don't know, sir. I really don't know. Tie it to myself. Okay. Nope. Let's try over here. Hogwash, you're an asshole. He says tie it around your neck. Come on, it's one room. It's one room. I can't tie it to the door. I can't tie it to the fucking door. Close it. Maybe it will reveal something behind it. Close what? The window? Okay. That's a long way down if I had a weight and a cable. Okay. Okay. Wait. A weight. Bottom shelf, middle item. Okay. This bag? Oh, come on! Come on! Come on! So thanks, game. Let me click on a bunch of stuff on these top shelves, and all they do is give me some information. Then there's this thing down here that just looks like it's going to give me more information. I should have known to click on that. Come on. Horse shit. Let me just randomly click on shit now because there's no goddamn rhyme or reason. Okay. Hang on. Sure. If I can find enough weight to put in the bag, come on. I could use it as a counterweight to the window and still as a fulcrum. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I have a feeling the bag needs more weight. This is like, I have to go out and be a bag lady now. Yeah, okay, this is a good place to set the bag. Sure, whatever. I guess there's more random shit I can click on to... Okay, sure. What else can I pick up? April, what the fuck is this game? April's one of the producers on this game. What the fuck? It's just, I don't know what I'm supposed to click on. Suddenly, now I get a book. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. I clicked on that. This game is, I'm sorry. I clicked on that book earlier, and all it gave me was text. And you're telling me now I should have the wherewithal to go back to a thing I've already clicked on and gotten text, and now magically it's going to be interactive? I bet I can get the skates too. Come on. Lame. Lame, lame, lame. Beautiful art though, April. I mean, it really is. It looks nice. Look at that. Come on, April. April, come on. April's the producer on this game, or one of the producers. Think about this. I like point-and-click games. You've trained me that I click on items in the goddamn room and they're not interactive. It just gives me some fucking text. And then randomly, for some magical reason, I'm supposed to know that the world has changed and what was previously non-interactive has now become interactive. Are you shitting me? How am I supposed to know to do that? God. No, I'll just click on other shit now too. Who knows what's interactive now? The world, it's a different world. But it does look very nice. It's a very cute art style. I like the character. Let's pick up the piggy bank. Pick up the lamp. Why can't I pick up the lamp if I'm looking? Let's pick up the plant. I feel like you have to activate objects based on the context. Otherwise, it's just another adventure game. Yeah, but come on. That's reaching. I mean, I can appreciate that. Because you don't need the book if you don't need to lift the bed. April doesn't need me to mommy coddle her. April's a fucking badass video game developer warrior. You can't tell me, April, that this is the first time somebody has complained about this fucking problem. I have never played a point-and-click game where objects randomly change their interactivity status based on nothing other than the whims of what the puzzle needs at any given moment. That's not me being an asshole. That's me going, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why would the game do that? So now I'm basically forced to go back a second time and click on everything I've already clicked on to go, okay, has it magically become interactive? That's just bad. It's just bad. Now I'm still like, I don't know what the fuck I'm clicking on. It did say the book was heavy. But when I clicked on the book, it was like the book's heavy. That's into story. Okay, my mind has said that is not a piece of the puzzle because I can't interact with it. April, call me on the phone. We're talking about this. Can you call me? I want to understand the logic here. I want to know if you guys have, I mean, you don't have to call me, of course, but I want to know if other people have had this problem. Or if you're like, no, Jaffe, that's the game. We think that's really cool, which I respect. I totally respect that. But for me, I'm super frustrated. I'm super frustrated because I have no clue of knowing at this point what the rules of this universe are. So now I guess I'll just click on some more shit that I've already clicked on before. Maybe now it's magically become interactive. Ryan says it's for the best. I shouldn't free that thing under the bed anyway. Maybe not. It should maybe have hinted heavier at the idea of putting it out the window. I still don't know what the fuck to do. It needs more weight. There's nothing else I can pick up in the room as far as I can tell. I can't pick up the plant. I can't pick up the fucking bunny. The skates are already in the bag. The skates are in the bag and the book is in the bag. Nothing useful in here. It's pretty much over. This boudoir, or whatever you call it, a wardrobe, is over. The trophy's in the bag. Everything's in the goddamn bag. For the love of God, tell me this is April calling to save me. Hello?
Hello, David.
April, for the love of God, what is happening with this game? What are you doing on this game? Are you the producer, or what are you doing on this game?
I'm producer, project manager, and also marketer, wearing a lot of hats.
Okay. First off, the game is charming looking. I love the character. The writing is pretty good. I like some of the insight that the character has when she clicks on things, like when she clicks on the poster of her parents and says they've done so much for me and stuff. I like that. So there's some definite charm here. But what the fuck is with the puzzle design in this game, April?
The biggest thing with that is giving you the first example of how the interactions are going to work, because the cool thing about TERSA is the interactions change based on where you are, like in the puzzle and in the game.
But how am I supposed to know that? Like now as a gamer, I'm just left to click on things randomly going, right? I mean, are you watching the stream right now?
Yeah, I've got it up on my computer. There's a little bit of a delay, but I am
okay, so
watching
help
it.
me out with this. So don't tell me what to do. But I would be curious at a design level. So you guys are going, at this point, we're training the player to say something else needs to go in the bag that's heavier. Is that correct?
At this point, actually, could you mouse over your inventory really quick just so I can get it?
I have the... Oh, wait, did I not put the skates in already? Hang on, maybe I didn't put the skates in. Okay, hang on. Okay, it should be heavy enough now. So now I tie it to the bed. Okay. So my biggest problem with this game so far is, how am I supposed to know when the interactivity changes?
I think this is, the biggest thing is the bedroom is the testing ground. So, like, you didn't know coming into it because it's something that's kind of brand new for point and clicks, right? But now you do. So now when you play the rest of the game, you're going to be like, hey, wait a minute. It's not progressing. Maybe there's something I need to be trying here.
Have you guys had other people test this?
We have had the demo out for quite a while now on Windows, so we have had people playing it. We've had people streaming it, giving us feedback on different places, and we've been taking things as we can. You know, we can't fix everything, but we're
no. I'm actually asking. I'm asking at a design level, because what you're saying is interesting. Like, you're saying the hook of this is that it's a point and click game where the objects change their relevancy based on the context of the story. And I think at an intellectual level, that's really interesting. But my experience as a player was not, oh, that's cool. It's like, what the fuck? This is not, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And I'm asking, what have other gamers done? Like, have they gotten it and I'm just slow? Or has this been a consistent complaint? Like, this idea is really cool, but maybe you guys should figure out a way to communicate that change is part of the gameplay, or are most people just getting it and liking it?
It's been really, really interesting, because some people who have played point and click adventures like constantly, they just breeze everything.
Are you there?
Did I lose you?
You lost me for a second. You said people who play point and click, they burn through it constantly?
Yeah, some people they've played a lot of point and click games, they just breeze through it. They pass everything really, really quickly. And some people who have never played a point and click also breeze through it really quickly. It really depends on the person. Like, my boyfriend had never really gotten into point and click adventures, but some of the puzzles that other people were getting hung up on, he passed through it really quickly. And I was like, oh, well, see, some people get it, you know?
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep playing. I will call for your help again. Hopefully you'll be there for me. I appreciate it. I love the art style. I love the world. I found that opening room a massive turnoff at first because I did not know what the game was doing. But now that I know what the game is doing, I will play with that mindset, and I will continue to play, and I'll let you know what I think. And we'll just keep going through. Thanks, man.
Sure, you're very welcome. Have fun.
And you're doing good? Are you doing well?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm real busy working on this game, and I'm really enjoying it.
Good. All right. Well, if I don't talk to you before, have a great holiday.
All right, you too, David.
Okay, I might talk to you later today though, because I'm going to get stuck again. I'm sure. Thank you, April.
Yeah, I'm still watching the stream. I'll be here.
All right. Thanks, April. April's the best. One of the best producers I've worked with before. She's fantastic. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep plowing ahead, fellas. Okay. I don't know what my dog was on about. Amazon was here. Fuck it. I don't care. What was that? I can't see anything. Mom, Dad, can you hear me? Oh, now you want your mom and dad. Before you were all brave. Now all bets are off. Okay, Cynthia, don't panic. Breathe. Let's figure this out. The ground's cold and wet, and I hear I'm outside in a forest. Did I sleepwalk? There's some sort of light over there. Okay, let's go check it out. Look, there's a little bunny or something. Oh, that's cool. Hello. Oh, what the fuck are you? Oh, I can say, what are you? Oh, it heard me. It's like, you have another chance, Jaffe. Don't be vulgar. I'll say, what are you? Some sort of bird? I don't think so. What is a bird? Is it tasty? Because I'm hungry. Tipo is its name. It flies and, never mind. Where am I? You don't know? This is maize. We call it corn. Maize, well, is Tersian forest, but Tipo just call it maize. So many people get lost all the time and ask Tipo to help find way out. Tipo learned English from Tonto watching Lone Ranger from 1950s. A forest, maybe I did hit my head. You see, Tipo, I was just in my room and now, Tipo never heard of Maroom. Oh, I get it. That's cool. Is new place in TERSA Tipo not know? David is much better making games than playing them. Well, that may be true. What? No, my room, my bedroom. Wait, TERSA. What is TERSA? Silly, this is TERSA. You and TERSA. Okay. Welcome. Thanks, Tipo. You're my best friend. Tipo, I need to get back to my room. Will you help me? Okay, it'd be fun. Tipo like new places and Tipo not seen Maroon before. Oh, what Tipo call you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a bit flustered. Alrighty, bit flustered. Nice to meet you. Oh, that Tipo. That crazy Tipo. Always going off the deep end. Little wacky Tipo. What? No, that's not my name. I'm Cynthia. My name is Cynthia. You know, like one of the gals on Sex and the City? Oh, I'm more of a Samantha Tipo, but I understand. How come friend don't talk? Friend? What friend? Little furry. Well, that's quite personal, sir. That's Mr. Hops. He doesn't talk. He's my toy bunny. Okay. Cynthia, hold on to bunny. Would not want get lost. Okay. Tipo, not understand first person singular. That's right. Okay. Oh, I thought it was on her head. I was like, cool. Now, we go ask people about Maroon. Okay, come on, Tipo. You and me, pal. We're off to journey together as friends do. What's in this basket? It's Gwyneth Paltrow's head. Can I do anything with that? Okay, let's keep going. This is a demo, old kid, new man. Old kid, new man. Your name confused Tipo. Okay, let's see. This is cool. I like this environment. Curious, this plant glows. Weird writing. No idea what it says. Look at this thing. It's like Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. Let's click on it. Aw, some sort of doggy. How cute. Okay. Eek, that's not a dog. Shh, Cynthia, not wait, creeper. It mean. Okay. I've never seen that type of animal in any of my books, she says. I do like the art style quite a bit. It looks like watercolors. I don't know if that's actually what they use. Like, April, is all of this scanned in art? Like, in watercolors? Is it all digital? How did you guys make the art? What is this? And then suddenly there's an arrow that has nothing to do with the art style. It's suddenly like we haven't had a chance to get the clip art replaced, which is fine. I'm not being a dick. I'm just saying it's interesting. Is this inspired perhaps by Where the Wild Things Are? Oh, interesting. Jaffe, this is just the Labyrinth movie video game. Prove me wrong. I haven't played it enough to know. I think it does feel more like Alice in Wonderland. Oh, look, here's a little horn. I'm sure I'm gonna have to get that and give it to somebody. Or a claw, it's stuck. Okay. Oh, look, it's Grover or Grimace. Let's see what's up with Grimace. What the fuck? He's got an ice cream box on his head. Excuse me, I'm trying to find my way home. Can you help me? Not now. Can't you see I'm trying to reach a bucket? Yeah, sorry. April says all the art is hand-drawn digitally. We actually brush the artist created specifically. Oh, it looks really good. It looks like it's watercolors. It's quite pretty. Okay, so he wants the bucket, I guess. Let me make sure. Excuse me. I told you I'm busy. You did, but well, there are plenty of buckets. Why not choose one of those? When you're cooking, you do choose any old bucket, you salty wench? Of course not. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't cook with buckets, you fucking maggot. Do buckets taste good, Cynthia? Shut up, Tippo! Know your fucking place. You're 1 inch below the fucking house elf in fucking Harry Potter. So shut the fuck up. I don't think so. Come on, Tippo. Let's go. This guy can't help us. Fucking loser. Trump should have built his wall. He never would have gotten in. Oh, hey now, how about you two help me unravel my buckets? Then maybe I can help you. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm terrified, I'm wet, I'm cold, I'm far from home. Nothing more than unraveling your fucking buckets, you fucking Grimace wannabe. But sure, I'll help. Hey, how do you know when Bucket's sick? It turned pale. Thank you, Tippo. Thank you very, very much, Tippo. She'll be here all night, folks. Try the veal. Okay. No, nothing. Okay, we do this. Okay, so we have to fix the buckets. Tippo's my favorite, says April. Tippo's pretty good. Okay. All right. Okay. Stage 1 of 6. All right, let's see what the interaction is first. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but that's kind of fun. This is fun. I like this. Do I have to turn these all red? Tippo, what I do? Misa. Oh, that's what two Tippo sounds like. Tippo totally sounds like Jar Jar. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, wait. Jaffe thing. Okay. I take this bucket, I move it up. Nothing changes. I move it to this bucket and the colors change? The yellow goes... What? Yellow and blue make green? What? What am I doing? Okay, I gotta figure out what the fuck this is. Tippo's like getting mad at me. Okay, what do I do? Don't tell me. Hang on. I'm not even gonna look at the chat. Don't give it away. I can move these around. I can touch the buckets and it changes the color of what? When the red touches the blue, that changes. When the red touches the green, that changes. Anything the red touches changes it. Anything the green touches changes it. I don't understand the logic behind this puzzle. Yeah, if Tippo mouths off again, clip her wings. Just drag them around till no ropes are red. What the fuck? Okay, no ropes should be red. Is that the idea? Well, there we go. No ropes are red. That's not it. Okay. Come on, Jaffe, think. Think, motherfucker. Okay. Red is usually bad in games. I am going to assume that red is bad here. Do I want to maintain the shape but change the color? Well, that didn't do a goddamn thing, did it, Jaffe? No. No. Hello, Perfect Cell. Good to see you. Just noticed 2 sets of different style buckets. Okay. So does this change? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't. This is fun. Come on! What does that mean? Old Kid New Man says, maybe it's a color puzzle. So? I literally have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Red means it's entangled. You should make every rope yellow. I did that. Nothing. Look, there. Oh, come on! That's the goal? I don't understand this puzzle at all. I do not understand. This is going to be, this is random. This is literally a random puzzle where you drag shit around and hope you get lucky until you get lucky. And you hope you get lucky before you get bored. There is no way for me to understand the rhyme or reason of this fucking puzzle. I don't get it. I don't get what I'm doing. That was just random. I was just moving shit around. Like, based on what, though? What's the logic of this? I have no idea what this is. I think if Tippo's waiting for this girl, Cynthia, to solve this puzzle before he, like, gets to eat or something, he gonna starve to death. Because, no, I don't, okay. Is it that they're touching? Can they not touch? Can they not intersect? Okay, they can't intersect is what it is. Okay. Yeah, Prince J, call in, absolutely. Just a reminder that the hint was to untangle his bucket, says April. I think you're right. There should be that text on the screen. Or if you haven't solved it in 3 minutes, the little bucket head should pop up and say, don't forget, help me untangle my fucking buckets or some such shit. Because I wasn't even thinking about what he said. Something dark and icky on that one. Oh, sorry. Thanks, I just did all your work for you. Sorry that it's not perfect, you asshole. No, it's slimy and stinky like that time my dad found the dead mouse in the garbage. What is mouse? It's small animal where I'm from. Is tasty? No. Focus, Cynthia. Okay. You know what the problem this game has? I think now again, it could be a design feature. But the reason I'm having a problem with this game is once I figure out what the game wants of me, I enjoy it more. And I guess the game is under the impression that that's part of the fun, but I would potentially argue there's value in making it more clear what the game is asking of the player and then letting the player enjoy that mechanic. Because now that I realize the ropes can't touch, I'm like, oh, I'm totally engaged. But before I knew that, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Same thing with the objects in the little girl's room. Can I not grab that yellow bucket? There you go. Once I realized, oh, objects are going to change in their interactive ability post at various moments, it became more interesting. But I had no way of knowing that. Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up?
Hey, David. How you doing? This is Prince.
I'm doing great. I'm enjoying this game. It's boggling my mind, and it's super obnoxious to me but I also like it. It's weird.
Yeah. Looks really fun. I love seeing you guys play the indie games. It's good. It's support for them.
Absolutely. I love these. Are my favorite games. What's up?
Okay. I'm not sure if we can talk about. It's okay to talk about different subjects while you're playing. I'm not really sure how it goes.
Absolutely. Whatever you want to talk about, sir.
Okay. I would like to know your thoughts on like the whole in America, especially right now. I think it's worldwide too, but I think I see it mostly like in my own country, which is America. We have a big thing going on with like people studying like things like law of attraction and like a lot of Oprah, Power of Now kind of stuff. And I was just wondering, what are your thoughts on all these things? Like, do you feel like it's kind of like bullshit?
I'll tell you what. I love this as a topic, and we will talk about it on today's stream. When I finish this game in about 20 minutes, I'm going to put a game on called Dusk. Okay. Dusk is a game that I can talk about anything while I'm playing because it's a shooter. Okay. This game requires a different kind of sort of playing.
Yes, for sure.
So if you're still watching, please call back. I mean, I literally have, let's put it this way. I literally have a copy of this book sitting at my feet, right? So I've read Eckhart Tolle. I've read Abraham Hicks. I know all about that stuff. I think a great amount of it is total bullshit, but I think there is validity in aspects of it at a psychological level. And I think beyond that, it's a fascinating subject to me because it speaks more to why we as humans feel the need to engage with things like that. So I'd love to have the conversation with you, but call back when I'm playing Dusk if you're around, because it's not really respecting this game to have that kind of conversation, because this game requires a level of concentration that I can't give it while also talking to you about that.
For sure, no problem.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay, so let's see. Let's talk to this bird over here. Oh, how cute. Is that some sort of chicken? Oh no, is feather fur. No go near nest. It bite off fingers. Eep. I'm rather attached to my fingers. I can't draw without my fingers. Tippo not want Cynthia lose fingers either. Thanks, Tippo. I like you, Tippo. I like you a lot. What kind of place this is TERSA? Wonder if that's some sort of chicken. We already talked about that, Tippo. Pay attention, stupid monkey, or whatever the fuck you are. All right, let's go see what's in. Oh, here. This is Bucket's house. Charlie Bucket lives here, sleeping in the same bed of all of his grandparents. All right, here we go. Into the Bucket house, please. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No. I'm going to keep exploring. What do you mean that's I want to okay. I like this game, April. I want to try another puzzle. I want to try another puzzle now that I understand the logic of this game. Okay, so hang on. Let me see. Is this nothing else I can do? Is that the end? What's over there? It's river, but bridge broken. Oh, come on. Let me go somewhere else. I see you. Hey, Jaffe, do you think not having backwards compatibility will hurt the PS5? I don't think so. Although PS5 has not announced that, by the way. That thing is big claws. Yes, I know. Relax. Okay, I have this bunny. Can I feed the bunny to it? It's a joke. When I say knock, you say who's there. Haha, that funny. I haven't told the joke yet. Tippo confused. Fuck you, Tippo. Let me feed this thing. Okay. April, can I do anything else, or is that the demo? Flagship, I get you. A lot of people love... yeah, Tippo, not give tips. Click Tippo. For 99 cents, I'll give you a hint. A lot of people say they love backwards compatibility. I have absolutely never seen the value in it, but I'm a very different kind of gamer than a lot of people, so I appreciate that may be important to you. Okay, April, so am I done with the demo when it says keep exploring? Is there stuff I can do, or is it pretty much that's the demo? What do you mean your number has popped up on stream? I don't understand how your number pops up on stream. You love me just like the Jovitos. Nice. When your number calls in and I go to answer, just I think assuming the PS5 uses, it will be backwards compatible. I mean, I think that's great. I think a lot of people, if you try to follow Bucket, you'll see. Yeah, but where did Bucket go? I can't go into his house because he says the demo's over, right? So is that okay? So your number is popping up on the screen. How do I get rid of that? That should not be happening at all. Shit. Okay, let me figure that out. God damn it. Right. Shit. Hang on. Keep exploring is for those interested. Okay, but there's nowhere else I can go from this area. Correct? Like, I can't go left, I can't go right. Okay, I understand. Okay, so let me give you my review of this demo. Let me give you the review of this demo. My takeaway impression is good. I love the art style of this demo. I like the character. I like some of the writing. I like the Bucket character and the Tipo character. There's a sweet spirit and a sweet heart about this game. I am bothered by the game's tendency so far to feel comfortable about introducing very important play mechanics that are absolutely out of the norm, as far as I know, from any kind of genre, and simply expecting the gamer to think, to understand the reason they're not advancing is because they literally don't understand what is being asked of them. Like when I was in her bedroom and I literally couldn't advance because it never would have occurred to me that the objects in the bedroom suddenly gained interactivity status just because. Or when I'm doing the bucket puzzle, which I very much enjoyed, I didn't get until I randomly stumbled across it what the goal of that bucket puzzle was. Now, if the design is basically saying that's what we like, Jaffe, we want you to have no idea what this game is and then inadvertently stumble on it, I think that's ballsy, because a lot of people, especially with the demo, might say this is stupid. Not the game, but like if I didn't have April on the call or I didn't randomly click on something I'd already clicked on, I would have deleted this fucking game. And I wouldn't have gotten to enjoy it for what it is. So my takeaway now is I like it. I'm going to get this when it comes out. I'm going to stream this more when it comes out. It's a very delightful little world. It reminds me of the kids' books I used to read to my kids when they were really young. But I absolutely have a problem with the logic of this game. And beyond that, I think the game, I could be wrong, this could be the number one thing that people love about this game. But I would go on record, like that fucking matters, I would go on record saying that if I'm April, if I'm the developer, I would seriously look into maybe making the intention behind the game logic a little bit more clear, or at least give the player a little bit more help in understanding that the game wants you to figure out its logic, because you come to it with an assumption of all these decades of other point-and-click games, and you have no reason to think this will be any different. And when it is different, if no one was there to tell me, I would have given up on it. But I like it. I like this game. I'm a fan. April says, hey, Rob, we have a few different programmers working on it. You can check out more. Oh, okay, cool. So, April, thank you for turning me on to this. When is this game coming out? When can people actually play the game? When are you guys going to be finished, or you're not sure yet? How do I get rid of people's phone numbers that appear on this screen? That never happens usually. And the music's really good, too. I like this game. Okay. Really glad to hear your feedback. Your official release date is Q2 of 2019. Excellent. Is everybody working remote on this, April, or does everybody have an office? I know you're off in the wilds on your own, but does everybody else meet, or everybody working all over the world on this game? Hello, Jack Kelly. But I do like it, April. I think it's really cool. I think it's a very charming world. We update all of our social, Steam, and website frequently. Okay, cool. Well, I will definitely keep tracking it. Good for you, April. I'd love to know how you hooked up with these nice folk. That's really fucking cool. Okay. If you're doing dual display, I have 3 monitors. Just move Chrome to the other monitor. Okay. Let me do that real quick, and then we will bring up Dusk. Hang on a moment. Midorium is actually unique. We have members from all over the world that work remotely. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Very cool. Oh, okay, Caleb Gunby, you're working on this game. Caleb, what are you doing on this game, sir? Or ma'am, I don't know what kind of name Caleb is. I think that's a man's name. What do you do on this game? And I will say I like it, and thank you and thank April for bringing it to my attention. I did not like it at first. I was thrown for a goddamn loop. But once I understood it, I'm like, this is a really neat world. I'm excited to go back to this world. Okay, let me fix this monitor thing. Hang on. Tippo should get her own game. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. I don't know what I'm doing. You're the software engineer and animator. Okay. So I joined actually through persistence, says April. I emailed the CEO once, and then a year later emailed him again, explaining my skills. He took a chance. I've been there 8 months. Nice. Oh, that sounds great. Well, good for you. I'm very. Mike Warrior. Well, wait and see. I will stream this game when it comes out. I like this game, but I do. Like I said, I'm very honest. I do not like. I don't. There's a logic about this game that bothers me. But once I get my head around the logic, I like it quite a bit. But no one's asking for my advice. But if they were, I would say that could get you guys into trouble when it comes to your success with this game. Or it could get you accolades. People might love it. But to me, it was just like, what the fuck is going on? But I think it's really great. Okay, let me fix this problem, and then we will bring up our last game of the day, which is Dusk. We appreciate honest feedback, says April, from you or anyone. It helps us make the best game. Of course. You know I'm only going to give honest feedback. Hang on, Mario. I gotta fix this problem I'm having where people's phone numbers are popping up on screen. So people are seeing... When somebody calls, the number pops up. The number pops up. Rob, you can try this game out now. It's on Steam, actually. The number pops up because why? It rings over there. It rings on Chrome, but it puts it on the middle screen for some reason. I don't know why that is. Can I literally move Chrome to a different stream? Record from something other than your primary monitor. I can't because that's where the game is. That's where my game is. Do I have Google Hangout here or something? So I can turn off the notification? Come on, man. Why is everything so hard on a fucking PC? Macs are the way to go. Okay, it is a Chrome issue. Chrome is over on that monitor over there. A number comes in. For some reason, it appears on the screen. How would I disable the Chrome notifications? There's no show notifications on the lock screen. Sure, but it's not. This is not locked. Can I not disable this? Yeah, I love Dusk. It's one of my favorite games of the year. Why can't I click on this fucker? I did not make God of War Chains of Olympus, Mario. I worked on that game a little bit. You disabled all Windows 10 notifications. So should that do it? Okay. So is anybody willing to try to call in and let's see if this does it before we bring Dusk up and play Dusk? I had a few meetings, Mario, with the Chains of Olympus guys, but that's pretty much it. It really was not something that I was that involved with. Okay, it should be disabled. Is anybody willing to call me and give it a shot? Say, no, I'm not taking that chance, motherfucker. Okay. All right, I hear it. Okay, are you there?
Yeah. Yep, I'm here.
Is this Rob?
Yeah, this is Rob.
Rob, thanks for taking the chance. Did anybody see Rob's number? Did you see it come up, Rob?
No, I don't see it pop up. No.
Okay, woo, we got it. Excellent, excellent.
I mean,
excellent. All right.
I'm single. I like long walks on the beach. Call me up.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see. Is it okay? Rob is single. He likes long walks on the beach. He pines away at night when he gets home from a very dangerous job. Not only to be a phenomenal mod, but to also be a video game creator. Are there any, Rob? Do you like the male folk or the lady folk or both?
Whoever will have me.
Is there anybody in the stream that wants a hookup with Rob, the pressure washing maniac? If so, shoot me a DM and we'll make a love connection. In the meantime, we are going to play Dusk. Dusk is one of my top games of the year. What was that sound? Oh, that's this. Okay.
Oh,
all right. Thanks, Rob. I'll talk to you soon, man. One of my favorite goddamn games of the year. It hasn't yet. It just came out of early access. I hope it ends up finding an audience. I hope it finds a lot of love. Some of the reviews have been downright phenomenal, which makes me quite happy. Now I can't find it. I'll tell you. Jaffe. Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe we can. Yeah, okay. Rob says anybody who will have him. Yeah, tell him Tippo is single. Perfect. I will let Rob know. Okay, can you guys let me know how the audio is for you? Is the game too loud? Is the game right and you can hear me, but we can still have a conversation? What do you guys think? And this is a good game to chat about whatever you guys want, because games like this I can talk and not really pay attention. What I will, and I'm going to start from scratch. What I will tell you about this game is when I first played it, I thought the first 10 minutes of this game were really fucking bad. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then it gets excellent. So I hope you enjoy watching it, and I hope you give it a shot, because it's fan-fucking-tastic.
Kill the intruder.
Like, this is literally what I have to do in about 2 minutes. I don't quite know why they opened the game like this, but it gets better. I had to see if it worked. I think the Russian spy is hot. Yeah, she is pretty hot. The one who basically pleaded guilty. I'd let her compromise me, if you know what I mean, says Murder Storm. I do know what you mean. Yeah, she's a good-looking lady. Okay, I'm about to die, but you know.
Kill him. Kill him.
The game is also really, in a good way, it's very disturbing. It's all kind of redneck and hillbilly and culty, and it's just got this really seedy underbelly, not a place you want to get lost at late at night kind of feel to it, which I really love. I think it's got a really wonderfully foreboding flavor to it that makes me really happy. Oh shit. It's Bucket from that other game. He got out of his bucket. It's very early Quake, but it's better, I think. The level design is better. What type of HD TV do I have? I have no idea. I don't even know if I have an HD TV. I think I do. Yeah, I do. I have no... It's a Sony, I think.
Heretic.
And what I like about this game, too, is the pathfinding is really good. So you can really lead enemies into areas and bottleneck them, which a lot of shooters these days, strangely enough, maybe the environments are more complicated to the detriment of a lot of games today, but you're not able to do that. I also like the level design is confusing a little bit. It's not like most corridor shooters of the day where it's just like, let us hold you by the fucking hand. It's like, no, you can get fucking lost in this game like the old days of Quake and Doom and really have to kind of figure out where the fuck you're going. I don't know if there's a map or not. There may be a map. I don't remember. Yeah, the thing about this game that I think people might get wrong is if you look at it and you only think it's a nostalgia trip, you would absolutely be missing out. It is that, and I think that's what gets you in the door. But it is a really well-paced game. It is a really well-plotted game in terms of enemy placement and environment design that is absolutely good enough to stand toe-to-toe and beyond with modern sensibilities of modern shooters. And I'm almost certain this game was made by one guy. Maybe with a little help. Oh, I can eat that. There you go. Can I eat it? Oh, you can lift it. You can't eat it. Okay. I can see the RE4 vibes for sure. So if that guy wants to call back in to talk about New Age philosophy and shit, I'm down. Now would be a good time. David can only play simple games, point and shoot. Fuck you, Mike Warrior. Let me tell you something. This is not a simple game. I guarantee you a lot of today's shooting audiences will be very confused by this game because it does not It does not hold your fucking hand. It absolutely does not hold your hand. It says to you as a gamer, hey man, we're throwing you into the world. Go explore, get lost. There's really nothing we can do about it. It's really on you. And I think that's what's beautiful about this fucking game. Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Dave? This is Prince calling about the law of attraction stuff.
All right, cool. So can you guys hear, bye April, good to see you. Thank you for helping us play the game. So can you guys, what did you say your name was?
Prince.
All right, Prince?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you guys hear Prince pretty well? Is the mix okay? All right, you guys can hear him. Before I talk to Prince, did anybody happen to see the message of how the fuck to get under this fucking tree? There's a slide button, and I don't remember what it is. Hang on. Look, feel, shit, input settings. Shit, what was it? Oh, control. Okay, hang on, Prince, one sec.
No problem.
Okay. All right. Whoa. Okay, level complete. Okay, cool. All right, Prince, what's up? What do you want to talk about, sir?
Well, I was asking earlier about, like, in culture nowadays, especially American culture, but I feel like it's worldwide, too. The law of attraction, the secret, a lot of things have kind of been, I don't want to say, like, a theme of, like, the past, like, 10 years or so, but, like, they've really been, like become a major part of, like, our culture, in a sense. And I was wondering, like, what your thoughts are on that. Like, do you think it's kind of, like, bullshit? Do you think it's like all of a cult? Do you think it's actually got like a lot of good points, bad points? Just like your whole thought on the thing. I saw you had one of the books, The Secret, actually.
Yeah. So let me get the volume adjusted. I think. Oh, I see what's wrong. Hang on. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, that's much better. Oh, much better. What the fuck was going on? Okay. I happen to think, frankly, that, I don't consider myself, okay, hang on. I'm sorry, Prince. You're a guinea pig for us. How's the volume with Prince and the game, guys? Can you guys hear Prince and me in the game? Prince, can you say something? Can you do a test?
Yeah, sure. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Everybody's fine? Turn the game music down. Okay, hang on. All right, almost there, Prince. I'm sorry.
No worries. You got a great little community here. I love it.
Yeah, they're good folk until they turn on you like a goddamn group of gremlins that get fed after midnight.
Give them a little chicken. They'll be okay.
That's right. All right, hang on. Open volume mixer. I just want to make one change. Okay. Okay, you there, Prince?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I mean, look, I read The Secret back when it first came out. I've read Eckhart Tolle. If you're watching the stream and don't know who Eckhart Tolle is, yes. He's less about sort of he's got some pretty radical ideas, but he's more of like meditation, being present in the moment. And those are things that have nothing to do with, you don't have to believe in supernatural forces to buy those ideas that I think are pretty good ideas. So when it comes to sort of secular Buddhist philosophy, I think Americans could use a lot more of it when it comes to being present, practicing impermanence, and practicing non-attachment, practicing minimalism. All of those things I think are genuinely good for life, and certainly good for Americans' diets. I think when you start getting into stuff like The Secret and the law of attraction, I think it's so, there are fundamental aspects to The Secret that are correct, but they're not correct the way that book paints them, in my opinion. So look, if you want something really badly, and that's where you put your focus, there's a saying that they like to use in that community, which is your energy goes where your focus, energy grows where your focus goes. I think that's a psychological piece of proof. I think if you spend more time and effort on something and you want something and you put your time into it, of course you're going to see results that's just a practical statement. I think where The Secret is really damaging to people, assuming it's still something people pay attention to, I wasn't all that aware that it was still a thing, is when they like to tell you, oh, just really, just wish for something and hope for something and the universe will provide it. And I think that's just utter horseshit, which is just as damaging and just as problematic as fucking religion is.
I agree.
I mean, it's almost like the New Age version of prayer. It's kind of like ask God for this fucking thing and you'll get it. And it's like, what? What are you talking about?
Right.
So that's my take. What's your take on it?
Well, I recently went through I guess a whole kind of I'm not really a spiritual guy myself either. I'm very practical about things, but I have dabbled in things like Buddhism, and I am a minimalist actually too.
Yeah.
But I actually got involved in and it found out it was actually a cult that was.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. That was actually really promoting things like the law of attraction and stuff. That was their big shtick, basically. And I didn't.
What is the name? What was the name of the cult? What was the name of the cult?
It was actually called MITT, and it's very popular. They kind of try to put themselves out there as almost like a Tony Robbins kind of thing. And I have my own thoughts about Tony Robbins in a sense too, but I do think he does some good work for people. But
yeah,
they basically try to knock down people like him and say, oh no, we're the real thing. We're the thing you need to go for. And it's a lot of group work and things where you're you're yelling to the sky and stuff and letting out all these different quote unquote emotions, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. And while I was there, it kind of hit me towards the end of the program, because I didn't even finish it actually, because I was just dude, this is crap. This is not real. They're really just kind of playing off people's when people have we all go through certain states in life where we have a weak-mindedness about something at the time, and they really prey off of that. So
were they asking you for money?
Not even. Yes, it was $1,000, and plus, not only that. That's not the part that made it cultish so much, because Tony Robbins even asked for money, but they were asking for you have to recruit other people into the group, and they were calling. Is
that why you're calling me?
No, God no, no.
I'm in.
No.
If I can live stream from the compound, I'm in.
I would strongly discourage anybody to join anything like that.
No, of course.
But I did notice that there were things that they did that seemed to be helpful, but it was just it seemed like it was basically in the wrong wheelhouse in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately, and that's one of the reasons. I mean, what's funny about, look, I'm not a fan of cults. I think cults are very dangerous, but frankly, I put cults pretty much in the same, category as I put religion. I mean, it's all bullshit. It's all people basically trying to tell you they have the fucking answer, and no one has the fucking answer. And the only answer is do your goddamn best, be good to people, be good to yourself, and don't take it too goddamn seriously, but do your best to live a fun, good life and treat people well. Because, I mean, we talked about it on the stream last night. The Pope's third highest ranking dude, whatever they're called, literally was just arrested yesterday for having sex with two choir boys in the goddamn 90s. And this is the goddamn Catholic fucking church, right? So I'm just you know what? You don't have any right to complain about Xenu and the goddamn Scientologist, and you have no right to complain about the law of attraction and sit up on your high horse oh, isn't that stupid, when you literally believe a man came back from the dead and walked out of a fucking tomb and flew up to hang out with God, and the people that are said to have a direct connection to that person are every goddamn week, for the most part it seems, being accused of molesting little children. So I think nobody knows what the fuck is going on. We're just trying our best to get by, and people need to be fucking careful. But I do very much believe if I were to pick anything, I would pick sort of the secular version of Buddhism, because for me personally, that is what has brought me the most comfort in my life in terms of philosophy of not being attached to things, letting go, being minimalistic about choices and purchases. That's the thing that for me personally has been offered a great deal of comfort.
Got you. Wow, thank you, man. That was awesome. I definitely agree with that, too. I actually want to look more into secular Buddhism. I've mostly been looking at, like, Zen Buddhism.
If you look into the one that I've enjoyed is called Shambhala. There's Shambhala. It's basically a group. If you buy a book from a woman named Pema Chodron called When Things Fall Apart, that's a book I read in my late 20s, and it changed my life. It introduced me to sort of non-religious Buddhism, to meditation, and it was and remains an important book to me, so I highly recommend it.
Okay, for sure.
Cool, man. All right, thanks for the call.
Thanks, brother. All right. Can
All
we
right.
call again, or is there a time limit?
Call back No. Call back anytime you want. I mean, you got another question. I'm just playing games for today, so what do you want to talk about?
Okay, I actually have one more question.
Yeah.
So I really admire your viewpoints on, like, I remember when you talked about talking to girls in bars and dating.
Yeah.
If I can go back to that briefly. What's your viewpoint like on like the current dating landscape with, like, we have online dating, going talking in bars and stuff. Like, what do you feel like with your experience at the age you are now, like compared to your younger self, is like the best way to kind of like go out and meet ladies or anything, or whatever people are interested in?
I think the older you get, I'm 47 now, the more you will take whatever help you can get. And so I do think the idea of online dating is a pretty good idea, because I'm now very specific. Somebody said the other night, or last night, they said, Jaffe, what kind of socks are you wearing? And I showed them these I'm literally wearing these big fucking woolly socks that are made for women that I bought at Barnes & Noble. And I said, I don't give a fuck. They're super comfortable. And the guy says, yeah, the older you get and you've already had your kids and shit, the less you're worried about finding somebody to have babies with, and you can be more and more of yourself. So I actually find that any kind of dating site that will allow you to pretty much put in, look, this is kind of what I'm into, and bypass a lot of the guesswork is a lot better, because I don't have the time or the interest in bullshit. I'm just like, did we work out? Did we not work out? It's totally okay at 47 if we didn't work out. I don't really have time to play games. So I'm a fan of online dating. I do not go to bars. I have no interest in meeting people in a bar. So that's not really, how you meet people. I live kind of in a suburban neighborhood. There's a lot of divorced moms and stuff. And so it's easy to meet people just through school functions of your kids and things like that. So I don't know if that helps or anything, but that's kind of my take on it.
I get you. I think what I pulled from that was, like, kind of just do your thing, and don't just, like, let it come to you, basically, but just kind of do your thing, and just, like, if you see something that interests you, just go for it, and don't worry about the feelings of, like, anxiety or afraidness of you, because I know personally, like, that never goes away, and it's just kind of, once you get through it, you realize, like, oh shit, didn't even matter. Like, everybody's kind of scared when they're talking to somebody for the first time.
That's right. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay, so have you been married before or not yet? Or
No, I haven't been married. I'm not yet.
So, I mean, I will say that before I had been married and all that stuff, it understandably took on a great deal more weight than it has now. Mm-hmm. I have my kids now. I've been married. I've had some success. The relationship, if I, I'm not in a long-term relationship right now at all. If I find someone else in the future that makes me say, holy shit, that's worth my time, then great. But there's absolutely no desperation for it at all. It's just like, it's good. I'm good. And I think that's the way to live. I think otherwise you're desperate. And A, that makes you really unattractive. And B, who the fuck wants to be desperate?
Exactly. No, I totally agree, man. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I love hearing your thoughts about these things, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks, man. And thank you for calling. I appreciate it. Thanks for the call, sir. Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up?
Hi, Mr. Jaffe. I'm a big fan of you.
What's up?
Huh?
Thank you so much. I said thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Chris Miller series. The one thing I want to discuss is about Black. He's my favorite character from Chris Miller Black, a driver of manslaughter.
Yep.
I've always liked him because he had a lot of potential as a character. Because he's always this mysterious big old dude, but he never seemed like he was evil or anything.
Okay.
I loved how they built upon his story in Twisted Metal Lost. Like they said, like how he was going to be an assassin of Calypso, like he was going to assassinate Calypso, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they sent him there with the bomb strapped to him to blow him up, right? That was kind of the idea.
Yeah, like he walked into the big old area. He's like, "Where did Calypso go?" And then he found a bomb. He's like, "Uh-oh!" And it exploded in his face, but he didn't die.
Right.
Right. Also, I prefer Dollface in Twisted Metal Black versus 2012 because they actually made Dollface to where she seemed like a good guy instead of a bad guy.
Yeah. A lot of people like that version of the character better. I can see that. I've heard a lot of people say that, actually.
Because in 2012, she's like, you know, I heard in like, was it a cut ending that she's going to be an android made by Preacher or something?
She was going to basically be kind of a redux on the Krista Sparks story from Twisted 2, where she was basically, she was going to be a robot that gets close to Calypso and then blows up and kills him.
Yeah, that would kind of make sense. I mean, that would be kind of cool nod off to how in Twisted Metal 2 that happened.
Yeah.
And that was kind of crazy in Twisted Metal 2, how like whenever Krista went over to her father, he's like, "Hey, daddy," and he's like, "Oh my god, Krista." That was crazy. Because you know, see he had emotion in it.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite Twisted Metal stories for sure. Still is.
Definitely. And I like how in Twisted Metal Head On, they continue on that, and Quist is actually mad at Calypso, like, why are you like this? Why haven't you changed?
I had nothing to do with Head On, so I didn't really play it other than once, and I don't remember the stories in that, but that's cool that they carried on from it. That's awesome.
I've always wanted to play Head On, but, yeah. Also, recently in Twisted Metal Black, I unlocked Minion after beating the game with everyone.
Oh, good for you. That's great. Congratulations, sir.
I noticed that they did shrink down like Minion, like to where when you play as him, he's not the full size as he is, in like when you fight him in the campaign.
Yeah, because it becomes really you when you're doing a campaign level, you can make the boss as big as you want because you know the environment that he's designed to be in. But if you make a big I need to pay attention. But if you make a boss like that and then you say, okay, let the player drive him around the environments just aren't designed to handle something that massive. And so that's why a lot of times you'll see the boss get shrunk down when you actually turn it into a playable character.
Even when he was shrunk down, whenever I used the review camera, like the camera would like glitch out of the environment, but it wasn't that much, but only it's the rear view camera that would glitch out of the environment, not the front camera. So I thought it was pretty neat. Because I could see outside in the map, see all the little details, like how on the drive-in theater, there's like a little box area near the doors, and I've always wondered, like, is that like a leftover from like when they were trying to make Twisted Metal open world?
This was where did you see the box?
Basically, it's on the drive-in theater map, and whenever you go up to the wooden gates on the walls, if you are a minion and you go in the review camera, you can like see past the gate. It's like a little wooden box thing, like as if it's closed off.
I honestly couldn't tell you. A lot of times the guys who built some of the maps, we would run out of memory, for example, in the computer, and we would have no choice but to remove sections. And sometimes maybe they were up against a time limitation, and that was the best way, was to just sort of put a visual blocker there. So it could be. I couldn't tell you. I would have to look at that specifically.
Mm-hmm. Also, I've always wondered about on the skyscrapers map, the church. Why is there like a weird statue with a bunch of like red like thorns coming out of it?
I think we just were trying to make it kind of satanic and evil and creepy. There was no real story behind it.
Yeah, I was always curious about that. Also, like the touch, as in once you go up and up the skyscrapers, there's more military presence. Like there's actually like the big old electrical fences and stuff.
Yes.
And on the skyscraper level of Warhawk, you can see the big old special ops base. I thought that was a nice touch.
Cool, man. Hey, can I just tell you thank you for playing our game, man. I really appreciate that you gave it a shot, and it sounds like you really enjoyed it. And that means a lot on behalf of me and the team. So thank you for calling, and thank you for playing the game, dude.
All right, thank you.
All right, man. Thanks for calling. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
See you, man. Well, what a nice fella. What a nice fella. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Where are we at, folks? I'm going to blow out these fucking windows. But, I mean, again, this game does not totally hold your hand, which I dig. Online dating is bullshit, says Mario. I think you get to know someone better in real life. Well, yeah, you do. You absolutely get to know someone better in real life. But better to basically go, okay, before I even meet you to take a chance of getting to know you in real life, I want to know if you're into, look, this was not the reason I got divorced from my first wife or from my only wife I've ever had. But I remember the night where I realized this is a little odd. And it was, I forget what movie it was. It was some sci-fi or superhero movie. It may have been like Spider-Man 2 or something. And all of the Sony folks were going over to see the movie. And I went to my wife and I said, hey, this is great. Everybody's going to, let's just say it was Spider-Man 2. Everyone's going to Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3. And she really, you could tell she really just didn't want to go. And she was only doing it because she was being like supportive of me. And I think that was when I realized, you know, that's not, I mean, I did and continue to hold no animosity towards the woman. She's a great woman. She's a great mother for my kids, a great friend to me. But it was when I realized, wait a minute, don't you want to be married? Don't you want to be with someone that shares at least passionately some of the things? And she used to a long time ago when we were dating and when we were getting to know each other. But so I think online dating is pretty important. Because better to know at least the basics. Okay, you're interested in things like Comic-Con, video games, watching movies, whatever. Otherwise, you know, you still may not get along with the person. Mathematically, chances are you won't get along with them in a way that becomes a meaningful relationship. But at least you're weeding out all the people who you have no chance in hell with. So I think online dating is pretty fucking good. Do you believe she was into that stuff because of you? She wasn't. I mean, originally she was just like, sure, I'm into it in the sense that it's something we'll do together. And she liked being with me. But over time, I think it became clear that it was like she would rather be doing some other things. And she's like, hey, let's go take dance class and stuff. And I'm like, oh, God, no. And I would do it for her as well. But I assure you, I did not want to be spending my Saturday early nights and whatever learning how to learn swing dancing. I would much rather have been with her at a goddamn geek movie. So I think anything that allows you to sort of quickly determine the kinds of people that you want to be with at a romantic level, why would you not take advantage of that? I think that's great. I have my own thing. Did you? Okay, hang on. Hey, oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Donkeys. But I want you to compare this level design, fellas. Compare this level design with a campaign, although a lot of the shooters aren't even doing campaigns now, thank God. But compare this with a campaign and a traditional shooter. I'm telling you, fellas, this thing, it's so much more. People are like, what do you mean it's an immersive game, Jaffe? The graphics don't look great. The level design, the map design makes it immersive because you have to put yourself in the space to make progress. And that is so fresh for a shooter in this day and age where you're really having to remember the map, learn how things are laid out. It doesn't hold your hand and it feels like you're really inhabiting the space. That is awesome. I fucking love that, man. As you get older, you enjoy your time alone. I can see that. Am I still in game development? Not at the moment, no. I may go back into it. I'm not sure. Are you hyped for Witchfire? No, I don't know what that is. What is Witchfire? I've never heard of such a thing as Witchfire. What? All right, Papa Jaffe needs to concentrate. Do I play card games? I play Hearthstone, but I'm getting kind of annoyed of it. Did I enjoy more making God of War or Twisted Metal? Both for different reasons. It all kind of, all the games I've worked on feels like one big experience. I don't really break them up that way in my head. Oh, Witchfire. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Okay, it's FPS. Jaffe, you got to start picking up props in the world and using them as weapons. Can you do that? I wasn't aware you could do that. Okay. I mean, I haven't needed to so far, but... I'm not quite sure what the morale does. Is that armor or something? Would you make another character action game like the old God of War? New God of War is fine, but it's not a character action game. Oh, morale is armor. Okay. I don't know if I would or not. Right now, I wouldn't. If I were to make a character-based game right now, I would love to find the opportunity to do some kind of Metroidvania game is what I would love to do. How many of y'all work all day and look forward to hanging out with Grandpa Jaffe? Grandpa Jaffe, come on, sir. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting old, sir. David, which God of War is your favorite? The first one, just because I have affinity for it, but they're all great. Twisted Metal have God of War references. Yeah, the last Twisted Metal has the Blades of Chaos in Calypso's office, actually. Did I already go down here? That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I've already been down here. Now I know because there's blood everywhere. See? The game relies on me. The game says, Jaffe, figure it out, fucker. Figure it out. I like that. I appreciate that. I don't need you to hold my hand. That's what people don't get. It's what people who make games today, a lot of them anyway, or maybe they get it and the marketing teams won't let them. I don't know. But this idea that the game... Let me give you... I remember we had a focus test on the first God of War where the dudes... We were these two dudes who literally spent about an hour and 40 minutes on a platform section, not the spike pillars. And we were like, oh, they're going to fucking hate this. And at the end of it, they rated it a 9 out of 10. And we said, holy shit, we thought you were going to hate it because it was giving you such a hard time. And the guy said, that's gameplay. I was enjoying myself. And it's true. I'm stuck right now. I don't quite remember where I'm supposed to go. A lot of modern games would be like, oh, let me help you. I'm like, no, I don't want your help. Because not being helped is what makes the game world feel immersive. It makes me feel like I'm actually in the space. But people don't get it. They're just all about the graphics these days. It's like, yeah, but you're getting stuck. We need you to move to the next level. No, let me get lost. Let me be immersed, motherfucker. What is your game of the year so far? Honestly, it's either this or Return of the Obra Dinn, or Obra Dinn would be one of my... I need to think about it, but this and that game are certainly up there. Absolutely. In these days of YouTube, says Joel, gamers run to see what to do. Yeah, fuck that. I mean, why are you playing a game? Just go watch a fucking movie if you just want somebody to tell you how to play. Makes no sense. I mean, it makes sense for some people. It's none of my business. Play a game, play however you want to play. Speaking of help, the new God of War literally backseats every boss fight by default with on-screen tips, and it's annoying the first time I play it. I haven't played it, Dota. What is the lady that narrates God of War doing now? I don't know. She's an Oscar-winning actress. Her name is Linda Hunt. But I do not know what she's up to these days. I haven't seen her in a while. She was getting kind of old. She may have retired. I really don't know. David asked for help in last game and isn't happy. And now loves not getting hand-holding. Mike Warrior, you're just not smart enough to understand what I'm talking about. There's a difference between asking for help because the rules of the game don't make any goddamn sense and haven't been explained well, and asking for help because you just don't know what to do. This is a game where I'm lost, but I know if I explore and look around and use my sense of spatial awareness, I'll win the day. The last game, which I did enjoy, which was the puppet game, is a very different thing. That was a game that introduced a very weird way of looking at point and click that I had never encountered before. And in never encountering it, I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to do what? It's very different. It's very fucking different. Okay, so I'm in the blue barn now. Okay, you see that? I need to get to the red barn, which is behind me. I have the red key. What's up, Quiet Night? How do I get up there? I don't know. Isn't it fun that I get to figure it out? That's gameplay. Yeah, she was in kindergarten cot, for sure. Do I think Poland developers are the most talented? I don't understand that question. I mean, I understand it, but how would I know that? I mean, I'm not sure you can really make a statement like that. I mean, you could, I suppose, if you've played all the games from all the countries and consistently the ones that you think are the best come from Polish developers, but that's a level of awareness about developers that it's never occurred to me to sort of think about. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, well, I have the red key. So that clearly is not the solve. Who's the savior of PC gaming? Mike Warrior, I played Bloodborne for about 4 hours and I'm done with it. I respected it, but it wasn't my cup of tea, sir. Too hard. Oh, the red door just activates the trap. Okay. But yeah, I'm totally lost right now. And I like it. I like it. Because eventually when I discover what to do, I will feel better. And I'll feel that I solved it. I have not heard of Vane, no. What if you open the red door from inside the barn? It doesn't work that way. There's no door on that side. So even if you push up against the wall and hit the space bar, nothing happens. Yeah, I mean, Mario says he played Bloodborne for an hour and deleted it. Look, Bloodborne's a beautiful looking game, a beautiful world, super cool gameplay. It was a level of frustration that for me, I have no interest in engaging with. But I get why it's great. I get why people adore it. But yeah, it's just not for me. This game's coming to console. I wonder how it'll play on console. I think there's a path next to the jump pad. Okay, let's go see. Oh, well, there's the blue door. Let's go in there. That's what I'm saying. See, I just found it. I explored. I found it. Makes me happy. We traded God for demons. Yeah, well, it happens. The Scourge of Olden Times. Okay, oh, shit. Warframe, I that was okay. Why did I go in here? What is in here? Oh, here we go. What other game are you talking about, I'm a Watson? Oh, F6 is quick save. Okay, I did not know that. F6 also brings up, I need to figure out how to fucking decouple some of these shortcuts. I fucking hate how Chrome just it's like, nope, that's your shortcut. I'm like, fuck you, Chrome. And it's like all these hoops I got to jump through to shut them off. It drives me nuts. Oh, a Medieval? So I think a Medieval absolutely has better production value than this game. This game is leaps and Medieval is one of my top 12 games of the year. Wonderful fucking shooter. Medieval falls apart in chapter 5 or 4 because it gets way too fucking hard for its own good, and there's way too much kind of platformy bullshit, and so I lost interest in it. Even though I really liked it, it just got way too fucking hard. But yeah, it looks better, but this game's way more immersive. Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up?
Oh, Jaffe, I called in yesterday. This is Phil.
Hey, man.
Well, I spoke to you about... are we allowed to discuss anything or what?
On a show like today, yeah, man, whatever you want to talk about, it's fair game, sir.
Oh, I just wanted to follow up on yesterday because I know when I spoke to you about the God of War situation, about Corey basically implying or saying or being asked about the toxic masculinity.
Yeah, you were saying that, let me just recap. You were calling in saying you read an interview where Corey said that the new God of War was a statement in some ways metaphorically about toxic masculinity.
Right, and then I know a bunch of those goddamn bastards on there said I was lying. They're wrong.
I don't know if they said you were lying. I think they said that he was saying that he wasn't talking, he didn't say it was a reflection of toxic masculinity. He said that it was more about sort of humanity. And I don't know, and I said, I don't know what's true because I haven't read those interviews.
Oh, no,
but if you're...
I think it was all of that, but the question that he was asked by Polygon, because they were kind of crapping on the original God of War game.
Oh, of course they were. They always fucking do.
Right. They were saying the original game kind of contributed to the culture of toxic masculinity.
Oh, shut up.
Fine when making this game. And he did say it did. And he did say that while he looks back at his older games and he's proud of them, that was something in this new game that he wanted to say with these new characters and how we can be better men and things. So to me, it was basically saying yes, not fully, but that yes, this game is in many ways a response to how men can be better in this world of toxic masculinity. I mean, he might not have said it directly. But, I find that sometimes when people are fans of games, they kind of tend to just not want to think anything bad about the game or whatever. I mean, God of War is a good game, the new one, but it could also be, implying some things about how men in this day and age could be better, But I did want to clarify that.
Okay, well, I mean, that's interesting. I will say that, I mean, a lot of times people lump me in with all the gods of war. Like, there was the whole bros before hoes, and there was the scene in God of War.
With the bros before
where,
hoes, right?
Yeah, there was that. There was a scene, I think, in 3 where you kind of...
Use
use
girlfriend?
Yeah, I mean, those are things again, I'm not knocking or not knocking those choices. Those were not my choices. So I didn't work on those games, but I do take offense when people look at God of War 1, I don't know, my mouse is all fucked up now, where they look at God of War 1 and they act as if that game contributed to toxic masculinity. I think people maybe not understanding God of War on the team and saying, oh, God of War has sex and violence. And again, I have no problem with Roger Corman level of sex and violence, but I think in God of War 1 that it was absolutely integral to the storytelling. I don't think necessarily...
After you're done having sex with the first minigame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Having sex with those girls, you read the little excerpt with him saying that, he tries to do this to get, his mind off of his wife or whatever, but can't.
Right.
He doesn't know. It is good stuff. That's stuff that I think is missing from today's games. I'm not that.
Yeah, and there used to be a time where I've just given up. I don't care anymore. There used to be a time where I looked at game journalists and really thought, well, they're journalists. Of course, they must have gone to school for this, and they must be pretty smart. And so maybe I need to give them the time of day. But now I'm just like, fuck you guys. I've even said, people have said, Jaffe, what do you think about Anita Sarkeesian, saying that what she says that God of War, the first God of War, is misogynistic. And I'm like, hey man, have her give me a call. I'm open to that. If I would never want to make a game that was misogynistic. Is it vulgar? Is it brutal? Is it overly sexual? Absolutely. But it is absolutely, I don't think it is a game that reflects a dislike or hatred or mistrust of women one bit.
5 minutes into that game, you literally show that Kratos' wife was the only one that can control him. That, that was the only person, that he sort of retained. He loved his daughter. I mean, what the heck?
So, right. So if it turns out, though, I'm like, yeah, have her give me a call. Or have her write me an email and let's have that conversation. I've been wrong before. I don't have to be right about these things. I can make mistakes and I can grow and I can learn. But they never really want to engage you. They just want to plant a flag and go, I'm calling you out. And then I'm like, okay, call me out, but aren't we going to have the conversation? Well, no, not really. Because I'm like, well, give me some specific examples of how God of War 1 reflects toxic masculinity. It's like fucking crickets, man. It's like fucking crickets.
For the second game, you wrote it, right? You didn't direct it. Did you co-write?
I was one of the writers. I worked with Corey, with Marianne. I think Corey's dad did some writing on it. So I was kind of one of the guys that helped them kind of, or worked with the team, and I contributed to sort of breaking down the core story. But I was not deep in the trenches on that game. I was sort of an overseer of the franchise, creative director, just making sure after we had the story after we had the story worked out, to make sure that the core concept of God of War stayed true to what we were building as a franchise. But no, I was not sitting there. That was pretty much Corey's game.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, to me, to be honest, the first one was the best. I thought it handled Kratos' character the best, believe it or not, and to me, it had the best combat. Of the original 3, I always thought the first one had the best combat and the best.
Cool, man. Well, yeah. I appreciate it. No
problem. But I just want to clarify that. And I know you probably don't always want to talk about God of War, but it would be interesting, I think, to get your opinion on that game one day. Not to see if you like it or whatever, but just to see if you can spot some of the things that it was originally kind of saying about the original trilogy. I feel like a lot of this game, it was almost like, we don't want to be that anymore. We kind of almost want to disassociate ourselves with that, and this is who Kratos is. And it just did not, to me, feel good. To me, it didn't feel honest. It didn't feel like a good evolution of the original God of War. I didn't feel like this was Kratos in any way, shape, or form. And again, like I said, I don't want to spoil the game for you, but I think where the game picks up is kind of the most boring part. I mean, at the end of the God of War 3, I would have liked to have seen Kratos deal with his sanity, because they say from 3 to the beginning of this new one that, Kratos basically was crazy and he was walking the earth. Well, I want to see that guy then. I want to see him and how he became sane. Not really the same. I don't want to play as the same calm guy from the beginning. That, to be honest, he doesn't really evolve in that game. His relationship sort of does with his son, But
Right.
to me, it was more of his son really growing than Kratos. And I didn't like the son either, so it wasn't a game for me. But I do think it's a game that is sort of let off the hook because, again, I think gamers now are just happy enough to be playing as a male character. You know?
Well, I mean, I haven't played it, as you know. I get the sense. I mean, there's no doubt it's just from looking at it and hearing people talk about it and watching reviews. It is a brilliant piece of game making. It sounds like the team. It sounds like they did exactly what they needed to do to make Kratos relevant to today's core gaming audience, because that is what today's core gaming audience seems to want. I don't either. And one of the most joyful moments for me as a creator and as a fan of the medium occurred over the last year or so when I realized that I don't have to pretend anymore that shit's for me. And I don't mean it shit like it's bad, but I don't have to sit in an executive meeting and talk about, oh, dude, I was up till 3 a.m. playing Red Dead to fucking get all the platinums. I'm like, dude, no, I'm fucking 47. I like what I fucking like. Right. And it's not totally in vogue these days. And you know what? I'm totally okay with that. And so for me, that's okay. If people like Kratos the way he is, and I think Corey read the tea leaves probably almost exactly right, where he said, look, we can't go back to the old Kratos because people want to feel something different with their characters. But for me, I still like that kind of stuff. That's why I'm playing games like this. I like stuff that is just like, you know what, fuck you. I like stuff that's pretty overt and out there, and I don't need my games to try to make my dick feel better in terms of, oh, I'm an artist or I have something to say about society. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Last thing, and I'll let you know, I'm sorry, but my biggest thing, and I feel, especially, and I felt it with the new God of War, and I'm feeling it with most AAA games these days, is that they don't have an identity. This new God of War, while you can tell the team put their heart and soul into it, it's a beautiful game, it's a great playing game, it just doesn't feel like it has its own identity. It feels like a mashup of different games. And and I think most AAA games are trying to be that now, where they're putting you in an open world and trying to fit as many things you get from other games you like into this one game. And the game doesn't really have an identity. The first God of War was incredible, because there was nothing like it when it came out. And
so how do you explain, though, if what you're saying is accurate? I mean, it's an opinion, so of course it's accurate. Sure. But how do you explain the massive success that game has seen then? If what you're saying is true...
That's a good question. For me personally, I would just say, maybe it's just the fact that it's a good game in an era of really mediocre games, and it's good enough. I think people, especially when it comes to single-player games, which people have said have been dying. I don't know how true it is, but you don't really get the usual single-player game. No DLC, absolutely focused on the single player campaign, and essentially there was no DLC at all, I think, with that game, and it was a long game, and you could tell they put their heart and soul in. I think that's what maybe stood out, and it is better than your average game, but I don't think that's a game that did anything ridiculously that you can say, oh well, that's what sets this game apart from every other AAA game. I didn't see that with Horizon Zero Dawn, or what was the last the game you played? The from the creators of Fahrenheit
Detroit.
Detroit, which was the same game. It was the same exact game.
Yeah, I mean, it may just be age. How old are you?
28.
Oh, you're not that old. Maybe, I don't know.
I grew up on your games. Doom and Twisted Metal were like my first PlayStation games, and that was like my first system. So I'm accustomed to playing those games. Those are the games I like.
Right. I don't know. I can tell you that for me, I absolutely feel like I feel very much like the modern AAA game environment. has left me behind, and I am very happy and fine with that. It's kind of like to me it feels like, and I don't mean that the modern AAA games are shallow like roller coasters, but to me it feels like when you grow out of thrill ride theme parks and you're like, you know what, I'm good, I got it. And I'm sure that's great for you.
I have a theory why these games tend to not be why I feel like the new games these days don't feel like they lack an identity, and they just don't feel as legendary as when, playing a game in the early or late 90s or even early 2000s or whatever, where you knew what you were playing was legendary,
That may have just been an era or an age thing. I think here's what I'll say. Rob in the chat is basically saying, look, people like different things, and I think that's true. I think the reason it bothers me when it does has more to do with the fact that people who are not sort of vibing with what we're told we're supposed to vibe with, there is a sense on the message boards and on the media that those of us that like other things are somehow wrong and somehow bad. Like, I can look at somebody who loves Detroit and go, this is not for me, but I respect the fact what it's trying to do, and I get what it's trying to do, and I appreciate that. But a lot of people will look at a game like this and say, dude, that's so fucking simple and stupid, and it's just violent, and you know, and I'm just like, okay, so I can respect what you like, but what I like is just not even worth the time of day. That's the shit that pisses me off. I mean, not everybody's that way, but that's when I encounter people like that, I get annoyed.
Well, absolutely. I just wanted to say that, I'm sure you've read that book, Fahrenheit 451 or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
In the book, the author kind of speaks about that essentially in the future, with so many different cultures and minorities, and I'm Hispanic. I'm half Hispanic, half black, and half white. I mean, not half white, but and white. But that when you have to start making media and entertainment for a massive group of people, that then you kind of are going to lose a sort of identity, because you're trying to fit everything to please every demographic. And to me, that kind of is what's hurting a lot of products today.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's movies. That's the, when you're spending the kind of money. Yeah, when you're spending the kind of money you have to spend to make these things, you gotta go big. You have to. That's just the way it works. It is, but I mean, eventually the people who pay for the products, if the audience pushes back and says no more, they'll stop making them. But for me, like the things, it'll never be too late. Someone will always come along and sort of save it and make something cool, and then everything's forgiven. But all right, man, I appreciate the call. I'll talk to you soon.
I'm gonna be calling in regularly. Thank you.
Call back. I'm here. All right, man. See you, dude. All right, fellas. Hang on a second. Let me make one change in Dusk real quick. I have to decouple that key. I apologize. Hang on. Okay. All right. Hang on. Okay. That's the games we're playing today. We've gone through 4 fucking games. We went through Gris, which I thought was pretentious and obnoxious. I give it artistically, Artistically, it's like a 9 out of 10. It's a beautiful looking game. It's gorgeous. It's creatively art directed. Gameplay, it's a 2. Engagement, it's a 2. Overall, as a product, it's like a 5. I don't recommend it. In fact, that's not true. I'm going to play through the whole thing, though. It's a short game because I want to see if all this hyperbole the critics are giving it is actually maybe something happens later in the game, so I want to give it a chance. The indie game Legend 3D, there was a bug we couldn't play. The Puppet of Tirsa we played, which I thought was a beautiful looking game, cool character, cool story. I'm in. I want to play it when it comes out. I'm very bothered by a kind of logic that game uses, but maybe it'll grow on me. And then obviously Dusk, which is one of my top 3 games of the year. So it was fun. What's up, caller? How you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you very much.
What's up?
I'm cool. I'm just curious with you sort of playing more kind of like retro first-person shooters. If there's something there which is kind of missing with current-gen shooters, which you're not really getting from, AAA.
100%. 100%. Are you asking me what that is?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What
It's level. It's level design. It's the fact that somewhere along the lines. I mean, there's a very famous meme that's out there, which I will try to bring up. Give me just one moment. I'm sure you have seen it numerous times.
Is it like the Doom map?
Yes, you've seen this, right?
Compared to like the Call of Duty layout.
Yeah. So it is absolutely an accurate criticism, which is basically, well, that's the review. Let's see if I can bring this up. Hang on. It is an absolute accurate criticism. Hang on. So there you go, right? So the reason I think today's games on shooters are less engaging is this problem. Is somewhere along the lines, it was decided that maps needed to be simple. People didn't like getting lost. The more we have mainstream gamers coming into play, the less, the more they're going to turn their nose up at the game if they get lost and stuck. And somewhere along the lines, it just got so neutered that the meta of figuring out where you are in the level and backtracking and getting a little lost and confused and then having that aha moment of, oh shit, I get how this level's connected. That is a level of game design sophistication that if you're a marketing guy and you're making that decision because you work at Activision and maybe marketing rules the roost over design or something, a marketing guy is not going to get or care about that. But ultimately, that's a level of sophistication and nuance of game design that if you're not aware of it, you ultimately end up watering the fuck out of your single-player game. And I think that's why I have absolutely been connecting with shooters today that, even though they are new, have a retro style, because not just the art style, but beyond that is the level design style, which I think is phenomenal.
How do you feel about sort of enemy AI? Because I imagine if it's a retro-inspired game, the enemies are sort of very simplistic. They kind of stand around and shoot, or they don't really sort of like take cover. Is that something which makes them kind of boring, or is it just more about they're just like little meat sacks you get to blow up?
I think it depends. Like in the game I was just playing, Dusk, what's really nice about the AI is they have really good persistent pathfinding. So while the AI itself isn't all that sophisticated in terms of what they do moment to moment, it's a wonderful balance where I can go into a room, alert the enemies, and then find a bottleneck or find a vantage point and take them out as they come out the door and stuff. That level of sort of meta awareness of the space and tricking enemies into walking into your line of fire, that's quite exciting and that's quite satisfying. I think you don't necessarily need in a lot of ways in a single player shooter, you probably don't really want all the enemies to act like real other humans, because that's not necessarily always fun to fight. I think there's a balance between just being meat sacks that stand there and shoot and literally, machine learning AI that replicates the behavior of a fucking real life Navy SEAL playing a video game. I think neither of those are fun. I think the games that get it right are somewhere in the middle, where they're interesting enough at an AI level that they have behaviors that challenge you to figure out and challenge you to exploit, but they're not so advanced that it's like, holy shit, this is just like fighting a multiplayer game. So that's what I would say. There's definitely been a lot lost in the shooter genre over the years, and I'm certainly glad that games like Dusk and a Medieval have made a bit of a comeback, and hopefully they're successful, because they're a hell of a lot of fun. All right, man, I appreciate the call.
Yeah, no, you have a good day. Thanks.
You too, man. Oh my God. I'm tired, you guys. Mike Warrior says Dave's meds are wearing off. They are. They totally are. Look at me. I'm totally zoning. That's a lot of time in front of the monitor. Okay, I'm done. Thank you, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow with a proper stream. It's been a lot of fun, though, but I'm tired. I'm going to go hang out with my kids and relax. And let me get this last call. Let me get this last fucking call. You made it just in time, sir. What's up?
Hey, David. Last question.
Mhm.
Superman. A Superman game needs to be made. In your opinion, why do you feel like Superman games have not been designed well so far?
They haven't been given to good teams. I absolutely reject this stupid idea that says Superman is an impossible character because he's perfect. That's ridiculous. As somebody who watches Supergirl all the time, as somebody who reads the comics, writers are continually coming up with challenges, both enemy-based and psychological-based for Superman. So there's no reason to say we can't make a character who is challenged by enemies just because he's Superman. So I think you just need to give it to a good team. There's nothing in the world that's if you gave Superman to Insomniac Games, I think you would probably have. I think they need to solve their problem with open world games because as much as I love Spider-Man, I did think their open world was kind of boring in terms of what they had me do. After a while, it got really chory. But that said, though, I definitely think there are developers that could but could bring their talents and properly make a proper Superman game, and it would be fucking great. I don't buy it. I just think it hasn't fallen into the hands of a good developer yet.
Yeah, I agree. I know Factor 5 at one point was going to make an awesome looking one, but
I think they would have been a good developer for sure.
Yeah.
If you look at the guys, there was an Xbox or an Xbox 360 open world Superman game that came out. And it's like, who the fuck made it? They had no pedigree. I'd never heard of them before. There were some interesting ideas about it, but they didn't have the chops to make that game. So, yeah, I think it has more to do with the developer. I think it's totally doable.
Yeah.
I think the bigger question, and I love Superman. I love his comic. I don't like the movies, the recent movies, because what I love about Superman is that he is a beacon of hope. He is a sense of good, and I love that. And I don't know how commercial that is. Like, he's not the most popular superhero anymore, so I don't know if it makes sense for Warner Brothers Interactive to say, hey, let's greenlight an $80 million or a $60 or a $40 million game for a character that, like Mickey Mouse, is world famous and world known, but it ain't like Superman comics are burning up the charts. Kids like Batman these days. They like the dark shit. They like the edgier and more nuanced shit. That sort of light sense of hope doesn't sell comics and doesn't sell movies these days, which is unfortunate because that's what I love about them. But I would think I can't see them making a proper Superman game. We'll see though. I hope they do. Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for the call.
No problem, bro. Thank you, bro.
All right, folks. I'm out. It's been good to see you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. I'm sorry. I'm just crashing, you guys. I'm totally burning. I'm crashing. I'm tired. I'm gonna go eat some food. Good night, everybody.
On your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness.